The answer to your question earlier on about what they're going to compete on next marathon, where we'd like to officially announce the guys are all going to suit up in Toronto, Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon. I'll tell you a bit of the background of it is after Eric debuted in Houston, and that worked really well. We were sitting in the airport, and Alan came walking by, and we started chatting, and then he walked away, and Eric looked at me and said, "I want to run Canada." And we thought, freaking right, you know, why do we always worry about going to London or Chicago? Great races, let's do it here on home soil. And so we went to Alan and talked to him about it and said, right then at the airport, well, what do you think? What if we suit up? Great, take some time, think about it, make sure, and you know, so, and I'm saying this sincerely, not just because we're all standing on the stage, it was unbelievable. It wasn't like unlike any other race we went to. We're treated decently well. We went over for lunch, we drove the course, we got a chance to look at it intimately, to ask questions, how we could move there, how we could treat us. Alan always came back and said, how do we make you feel like you have a Canadian advantage? You know, and it was great. And I loved it. When I was biking along Lakeshore with a pack of 30 people watching these guys run, I thought, you know what, this is not happening. I've been to Chicago, it's not happening there. So we felt really proud about that. We felt that there was a lot of hometown support. We felt that great surge of patriotism. We want to do it again, and we want to show that it can happen here in Canada. We can have people break the Olympic standard, go to London 2012, that's our major next cycle goal here, and we can do it right here at home. And it'll happen on the streets of Guelph, that's where the sweat's going to be laid down. So we're really happy to be working in partnership with the Canadian Running Series. Great, they've been totally open with us, making life a lot easier. Thanks, Steve.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much, Coach. And the athletes too. To say we're excited about this would be definitely an understatement. We're ecstatic, and I think where Dave began the evening talking about teamwork, that's really what it's all about. Everyone in this room, we're on the same team. We need the athletes. We need Canadian heroes and role models to see how they're working with their scientific coaching and fueling teams to pioneer new techniques of training in the pursuit of excellence, and how they can relate that to us as everyday runners. And then, of course, the races. We need the athletes, and hopefully the athletes need the races. What's so exciting for us is that now we have these three tremendously talented athletes. I won't say genetically raised in Guelph, but there's something about the hills in Guelph, something about the fueling here that makes it a very, very special place for distance running, and I know all of you know that. And to have these three guys battling, going head to head, chasing for those Olympic spots, 3 Olympic places, and also maybe for Drayton's 2:10:09 record. I have to say that we want to do everything we possibly can to give them that home field Canadian advantage, whether it's with pacemaking or looking after them before, during and after the race. And we invite all of you to come and run with them, and also if you're not running, to come and cheer them on, to give them that huge Canadian hometown advantage. And I can confirm 2 things. That Scotiabank have confirmed in writing that they are putting up the bonus for Drayton's record this year of $1,000 for every year that the record has stood. So that'll be a $36,000 bonus for the first person to break that record. And we hope it's one of the guys here this evening that can bring it back to Guelph, and then there'll be quite a party at the Shakespeare Arms. The other thing is that we have been successful in getting the money together for a live 3-hour TV broadcast. We haven't done a deal yet, and it's all contingent on getting the right deal, but again, that will help us take the performance of the guys across Canada and around the world with the broadband coverage. So it's fantastic to have the guys, to have the support team, and we'll do everything we can to create the stage for you to show your stuff. Reed, can I just ask you, your experience at Waterfront last fall, and how you think you can improve, how you think you can do, and then maybe we'll ask each guy.
All right, yeah. So my experience last year was it was unbelievable. The course it's flat, so it's very possible to run fast. And luckily the weather worked out. And this year with the new start date, mid-October, you just have a better chance of hitting a low humidity day and having better weather. So yeah, it looks good, and I think just training again for another marathon will help me. And my goal really is just to be more competitive with the other international runners. Last year I finished 10th, and I really want to improve on that finish. And I think if I concentrate on that, the time will come.
Like Reed, I had a fantastic time last year in Toronto. Alan was, he puts on a great race there. I know he travels to a number of different races, marathons across the world, and he tries to do the fun things that other races are doing at his race, and I think he accomplishes that really well. And we only get to race 2 of them a year at most, so to do one of them in Canada is huge. So it's just a bonus, and with being just an hour down the road, you know, it really makes a big difference. I didn't know how much it was going to last year. Thought about maybe the added pressure that brings along with racing close to home. Houston was very low-key. I went down there, other than talking to Alan and then Dave when he showed up like 2 o'clock in the morning the night before. I didn't talk to anybody, and I kind of liked that zone the last couple days before the race. I kind of like just, you know, doing my thing, watching TV. But the support is actually, the support from having a race close to home is way better. It's just when you're feeling good about your chances out in the race, and you're feeling good about the preparation you put in, to have everyone excited for you is you know, that much better, and for them to come down and watch is huge. So that's what I really like about Toronto.
Yeah, I was just a rabbit last year, but just that experience really got me excited about the marathon as a whole. You know, the organization, the support, and, you know, everything Alan did for our group, and just being out there with 30 people from Guelph right beside us cheering us on. You know, I really could have used those guys down there at 20 miles in Houston. But yeah, just that experience has really got me excited. You know, thousands of people, you got your hometown crowd, people knew who you are. It's just, it's a really neat experience to have that high-class, world-class event just down the road. So my goals are to run much faster than Houston, and hopefully we can get 3 of us boys rolling down to London 2012.
Oh yeah, how I'm gonna get faster is I'm actually gonna go out with Reed this next time.
Write that down, Dave.
But I do want to say that last year, Eric, I heard there was Reed had a comment or two for you after the race that you'd been featured in our pre-race program in a magazine, and people were shouting out your name, only it wasn't always for you.
It was, well, Reed was in front of me, and we had our names on the front, and with this along Lakeshore, you come back along, you do a 180 and come back, and everyone in the rest of the marathon is cheering for you. So a lot of them knew my name, and not even looking at it, they just, oh, there's a Canadian, oh, there he is, and they would yell Eric, but Reed was ahead of me, so they yelled my name for him a couple times. He's like, if I hear Eric one more time. So he really wanted to stay ahead of me after that.
He literally said that. I was rabbiting him. Yeah. He said, if I hear them, and then right after someone said, go Reed.
I heard lots of Erics out there. I didn't hear any Reeds.